Alright, we got to start by removing the rear bumper, so I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Take a breath, you fill up my lungs. And if my mind worked backwards just for a minute, I'd follow you before the memory's gone. I remember you, you lift my spirit. With you high is all I'm feeling. Remember how we felt alive. I remember you. I remember you. I remember you.
Okay, so the bumper's off. I need to clean it, but other than that, it looks pretty good back here. So my original plan is to mount it straight to this. I read somewhere this is plastic, so if that's the case, I may change that plan. Eventually I want to build like a tube bash bar for the car, just I think it'll look better with the bumper off. So I'm going to draw it out on cardboard, cut those out, and use those as templates for the metal that I'm going to use for my wing stands. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try it. In theory, I mean, it feels right, you know, it feels like it should, so we'll figure it out. So my thought is to make it in two pieces so that I can hinge it and I'll be able to open up my trunk and all that with the wing on there. So I'm going to create a piece that sticks out and up. That way too, if I want to put my bumper back on, I can, it's not a big deal. And then mount a hinging stand to that piece. So it'll be like a two-part chassis mount system. I think it'll work. Alright, let's try it. So alright, so I'm thinking something like that. Mounting straight off of here. I mean, it sounds... I don't know if that's metal or plastic. Anyway, I think mount it like that. That'd be my first piece, and then put two holes here to mount the second piece. So let's draw it up. Do two pieces, this piece here and this piece. That way I'll have some adjustability here, I'll have some adjustability here. Just mount it up right there with like some L brackets or something. I don't know what kind of metal I'm going to use yet, or how I'm going to cut it. So still a lot of question marks. And I'm just going to roll with it and see if I can do it. It's not super tall, but I think it'll do. I don't know. I may make it taller. Who knows? To start. So I went and picked up this piece of 1/8 inch thick mild steel plate. I don't know if it's going to be thick enough, but it's really all I could cut with what I have, which is a jigsaw. So I'm going to try to cut this out with a jigsaw. I got a metal cutting blade for it that's supposed to be able to cut through this. So I'm just going to trace out my templates on here, and then I'm going to use this jigsaw to cut those templates out. It does take time. I tested it over here. To get a cut, it's probably an inch or so. It probably took me a minute or a minute and a half maybe. which doesn't seem like much, but I've got a lot of inches around here, so I'm thinking about 10 minutes per part. I got 3 blades. I think that'll be enough, but we'll see. This is all just trial and error. So first anyway, I've got to try to trace everything out, so that's what I'm going to do. There's some WD-40 on here, so I don't know if this is going to work. I may have to degrease it, but we'll see. So I laid this. This is my longest edge, this piece here, and so I laid it against the already cut side. It's got a perfectly straight line, so that saves me a lot of time there. And I'm just going to drag my pen down this way, across here, right there, and down here. Okay, so that one's done. So now I'm going to have to flip it and do that side next. And this one, I did the same thing, found my longest edge, put it right here. So I got to make a cut there. I got to make a cut there. Got to make a cut there. 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 And there. Okay, that worked. Good. So that's that. Now, let's see, we'll flip it. This lines up here, and that actually lines up pretty good there. So I'm just going to line that up, go here, and then there, and there. And I'll have a little extra off the front here, so I'll make up for that here as well. Alright. What if I could do that on the other side? Templates. Now I gotta cut them out. Alright, that's one bracket. I even threw some curves in there. Honestly, I think it looks kind of good. Kind of proud of it. It's really strong, so hopefully that'll work. I got to do the other 3 pieces now, and then guess we'll go from there.
Here we go.
Alright, I have made my cardboard into steel. This is my first plate that'll come off my bumper. And then my second one, made up to that right there. Hopefully I can smooth my edges out with a Dremel. It cut pretty clean, but I want it to be smoother. So, got to do it again for the other side, and then we'll be good to go.
invincible.
Alright, and there are my wing mounts all cut out. It actually worked way better than I thought. I only used one blade, which is, to me, that's just insane. And it's like the cheapest jigsaw I could find. Alright, that's going to wrap it up. These are them. Well, two halves anyway. I'm really happy with them. They're pretty close to matching, which is incredible since I cut them out by hand. Part of that, I think, has to do with just going slow. But anyway, so I'm going to break this into three parts, I think. The first part being this one, the template, and then cutting it out of the metal. And then the second one being the hardware. So I'm just going to use hardware from like Lowe's or Home Depot or something. And use that to attach it to my car and try to make it a little sturdier. I use thinner metal than I think most people use. I couldn't find anywhere how thick most chassis mount wings typically are. So I just got a metal that I could cut, and I think it's going to be strong enough, but I'm going to reinforce it in a few places, and I think that'll help with the sturdiness. And so once I get it all bolted, that'll be part 2, and then part 3 is going to be installing the wing and getting it set up, getting the angle right. I think it's going to be awesome. So if you haven't subscribed yet, click the subscribe button to stay up to date on this build. It's going to be done soon. I'm taking a break from all my Audi stuff to do this because I really want to see it, honestly. I've got a lot of the Audi stuff already done. I just haven't edited the video yet. But I'm putting all that on hold because I want to make this wing and see it on my MR2. So if you have any suggestions on how I can make this build better, let me know. Put them in the comments below. I'm just like winging this whole thing. Fun. I'm just winging this whole thing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm making it up as I go. So any suggestions you guys have, any ideas you have, put them down there in the comments. You might see them in the final build. Who knows? But anyway, I'm going to do some more thinking on this as I sleep tonight. I don't know if you can hear the frogs and stuff outside. Hopefully get up in the morning and get back to work. Alright, so be looking for the next video for this wing. I'm going to bed. See ya.